Back to the Shankly Sessions, folks, the Liverpool podcast we bring you each and every week on the Dynamo Podcast Network. Head over to YouTube, smash that subscribe and bell notification button. Audio versions of the show are available through Spotify, and if you'd like to contact the show, you'll get us on Twitter at Sessions Shankly, or you'll get us on Facebook and Instagram, the upper tier. This is your Shankly Sessions, of course. Quick update, we're going to go through some club news, the recent results, and we're going to look into some player watch, some really interesting stuff going on at the moment. In terms of club news, absolutely fantastic yesterday at the Aston Villa game to see the one and only Ray Kennedy, legend of the club, being honoured with that beautiful mural on the Kop, and also the beautiful wreath that was laid in front of the Kop from Aston Villa. No doubt Stevie Gerrards was heavily involved in that, so it was beautiful to give this man a fitting tribute and a send-off that he really, really deserves, as only Liverpool as a club do so well. James Milner coming on yesterday, 573 league appearances, now fourth in the all-time Premier League standings, only behind Gareth Barry with 653, Ryan Giggs 632, and Frank Lampard with 609. Whether he'll break those records or not remains to be seen, but we shall see real soon. A little bit of information on John Barnes. His book is coming out soon. It's supposed to be a fabulous read. The Uncomfortable Truth About Racism. He will be appearing at the Anfield Club store on the 18th of December between 12 and 2. No doubt the queue will be around the block. So get there early if you're heading up to meet John Barnes for the signing of his book. Brilliant. After the game yesterday, I wanted to have a quick chat about Steven Gerrard's response to Michael Owen. Michael Owen asked, "We've all played and gone back to Anfield. I must admit I hated going back to play against them," said Owen. "But what were your emotions like going back today, and how did you feel taking a team to your home?" This is what Michael Owen said to Stevie. Stevie's response, with a beautiful smile, he says, "If I played for Manchester United, I'd hate coming back here. Stevie forever a Red. Take a bow, son." What a response. Michael Owen just didn't know what to say, but it was absolutely brilliant. Let's have a quick about the two results from this week. Obviously, midweek was a fantastic result against AC Milan. The young lads getting a run out there as well. A much changed team. Nat Phillips was absolutely brilliant. Konate was brilliant. The whole team was brilliant. Tyler Morton in the middle of the park, outstanding. And the two young boys coming on, Max Fulton and Connor Bradley, getting their debuts in the San Siro against AC Milan. But Liverpool pulling off something that no English team has done so far in the Champions League by winning all 6 group games, 100% record. So absolutely fantastic. More and more records each week getting broken all the time. Emotional Saturday afternoon, both for many reasons. Of course, Stevie coming back to Anfield with Aston Villa in the away dugout was quite emotional, and it was amazing to see the Aston Villa team coming out and they were all being booed by the crowd, and then Stevie just strolls out and he got a massive ovation. So it was brilliant to welcome him home. Absolutely fantastic. Hell of a game, 1-0, Mo Salah with the penalty, but Stevie, he brought on Danny Ings and he brought on Buendia, and they made a huge difference to the game when they came on, and at times they had us pegged back a little bit, but in truth the game should have been well out of sight at that stage. We had a number of opportunities ourselves, we just didn't take them and made hard work of it. As you would expect from a Villa game, it's always going to be physical out there, but we definitely stood up. Some great performances out there yesterday, and some performances that warrant a little bit more work. In terms of player watch, Andy Robinson described the Villa win as a proper win. The lads know they had to dig in a bit for that one. Robbo loves the old battle, doesn't he? All those fullbacks that we have at the moment, he loves it. Costas loves it. Neko loves it. Trent loves it. They love digging in, don't they? They love it. Klopp also came out and he mentioned that he wouldn't be blocking any move for Nat Phillips if Nat Phillips wanted to move away. Don't know how you Reds feel about this. If you want to drop it down in the comments, let us know what you thought about those comments. Personally, I'd hate to see Nat Phillips go anywhere else, to be honest. I think he's fantastic to have there, and I think similar to what we talk about with Divock Origi, I think we just need to find a way of getting him into the team and using him. But I'd hate to see Nat Phillips leave. Trent Alexander-Arnold, of course, picking up the Premier League Player of the Month from a short list that included Diogo Jota, João Cancelo, Emmanuel Dennis, John McGinn and Bernardo Silva. It's the second time he's won this award in his career. Well deserved. I think he had an outstanding month, and definitely one that was worthy of the prize. Fair play to Trent. He also came out with a statement. He did an interview post-match from the Villa game, and he says, wins you have to work really hard for feel the best. I don't know how you Reds fans feels, but I think Trent Alexander absolutely is a captain of the future in the making. He's maturing as a player all the time, and he comes out with some fantastic statements after these games. And not a man who's shy about, admitting when we haven't done the business properly and stuff like that. But it's been a fabulous week for the club. Obviously a little bit down on the passing of Ray Kennedy, and we honoured him yesterday, but to pick up two fantastic wins. The Villa was a real blood and guts and grit one, really, that we had to get through. The AC Milan one was more a stroll in the park. They were so poor. Hard to believe that the top of Serie A. But this has been your Shankly Sessions. Obviously, Dano will be back next week with me. He's a little bit under the weather this week, but he will be back next week. There's no doubt about it. Also, look out for Monday, 11 a.m. We're going to be covering the Champions League draw live on YouTube through the podcast. So if you'd like to join us there as we go through the draw and see who we're going to be drawn against. No doubt no one in the draw will want to get Liverpool, that's for sure. No one wants to come to Anfield on those fantastic European nights. If you could do us a favour, head over to YouTube, Dynamo Podcast Network, drop a sub there if you can. Also like and share the videos on your social so we can try and grow this. It'll also appear on Twitter on Session Shankly, and you'll see it on the upper tier on Instagram and on Facebook. And if you're looking for audio versions of the show, you'll get them on Spotify, and we will talk to you again real soon. Let's do this, Red Men.